Alrighty, it's time to talk about home budgets. Everybody's most exciting thing, right? Finances. There are basically two groups of people that I want to pay special attention to this video. The first one is the first-time home buyer who just has no clue how much is responsible borrowing and how much should a mortgage cost, and you're a little bit embarrassed to ask because you've never done this before. You guys pay attention to this video. The second one is the borrower who is struggling because the numbers on the page just make them uncomfortable, and they're kind of looking for permission in order to increase their budget to match the type of home that they want to afford, and they also don't know if that's responsible to plan on a monthly budget of a certain number. Okay, so you're a first-time home buyer, and if that's true, I do have another video in which we talk about how much we need to plan from just a nest egg perspective. Money for down payment, money for closing costs, the real estate transaction itself, and that kind of thing. Separate video, that's not what we're talking about today. What we're talking about today is what is responsible borrowing and how much should your mortgage cost relative to your income. That's what today's video is about. There is a very nice rule of thumb that says that housing expenses, your mortgage, your taxes, your insurance, should be about 28% of your gross monthly income. Okay, so what does that mean? If you make $120,000 a year, I know that's a handsome budget, but just work with me here. That means you make $10,000 per month gross. Before taxes, before retirement, before health insurance, you make $10,000 a month. 28% of that is $2,800 per month. That's how much you should be borrowing if you want to set up yourself well for wealth building, have money for retirement, have money for credit cards, car loans, all these other things. So that number, 28%, calculate your annual salary, divide it by 12, multiply that number by 28%, and that should give you a nice, comfortable budget using the rule of thumb. Okay, the reason I'm talking also to the other person, because this is a very common scenario right now when houses have increased at the rate that they have, and our family dynamics are changing in such a way that, look, I've been paying $1,500 a month in my mortgage, Scott, and I know I could probably afford it, but when I see $3,500 a month on this calculated budget for the type of home that I want, that just gives me the heebie-jeebies. Well, you too should pay attention to what is 28% of your gross monthly income in order to free yourself up to say yes to that type of monthly budget and that type of mortgage. So if you're struggling with this question, remember the 28% rule of thumb as you are getting started on setting your budget for your house hunt. Good luck, happy hunting, see you around.